go on to 3.3. Sketch the graph of the function. So this is the base graph that corresponds to a parabola that opens upward. Only one of these is a parabola. That shape right there. Is it even? Well, what that means is it symmetric about the y-axis? So if you imagine like there's a mirror right here, it's a mirror image this way. So yes, it is even. If it's even, then it can't be odd. Is it increasing on the interval negative infinity to infinity? No, because on negative infinity to 0, it's actually decreasing. It's going downhill. So no. Is the domain anything? Can I put in any x value here? Yep. Anything I put in will work. So here, this one we can also solve without working out. Negative 18, so negative 18 is less than 1, so it's going to be 3. 17 is greater than 1, so it's going to be negative 5. Negative 8 is less than 1, so it's going to be 3. Now what this is saying is when x is less than 1, it's 3. So it's not that one, and it could be this one, or it could be this one. What's going to matter is that this less than, this says when this does not include 1 when it's 3. So it's not, it can't be that one because that's closed circle. So here's an open circle, and then the closed circle is at negative 5. So this right here, you can see from negative 1 down, it's 3. And then from 1 positive, it's negative 5. And we'll just keep going on to the next one. Use the graph of a basic known function and vertical shifting. So 1 over x looks, well, these all look like 1 over x. That's the basic shape. This minus 5 means it's a vertical shift down by 5. This one is the 1 over x. This one is a vertical shift up. Imagine if I were to grab it, just like I do with this, you know, I'm shifting it up, or I can shift the window down. This one is a vertical shift down by 5. Okay. We want to sketch the graph of x minus 1. Now x minus 1 is, f of x minus 1 is a horizontal shift to the right. So it's going to move this over this way. So everything goes to the right by 1. Okay? So the point negative 2, 1 goes to negative 1, 1. So basically I'm just adding 1 to the x value. The y values stay the same. 0, 0, just add 1 to the x value. Here add 1 to the x value. Here add 1 to, I'm not even looking at the graph anymore, I just know I add 1 to the x value. And which one shifts it over by 1? Let's see, this one, it's shifted over. This one shifted to the left. This one is shifted down. This one is shifted up. Only this one is shifted to the, you can see here, it shifts it to the, see the 0, 0 now goes to 1, 0. So these are nice problems. I don't even have to really work anything out here. Here, this is saying flip it about the y-axis. So it's going to be the mirror image. So it's going to look like this. It's going to go down like that, and then it's going to make like a alpha. or Jesus fish, if you know what those are. So basically the y values change, the x values stay the same. So here, negative 12 stays the same. The y value becomes negative, but I mean, negative 0, 0. Here the x value stays the same. And then the x value, the y value changes. The x value stays the same, and you know, negative 0, 0. The x value stays the same. The 6 becomes negative 6. And which one is a reflection? This one right here is a reflection. You can see right here, this is a reflection of this downwards. Okay, vertical stretch. This is a stretch. It basically takes it and then, you know, cuts it in half. So our regular absolute value goes like this, like 1, you know, it goes up this line right here. Now it's going to go, instead of when it goes over 1, it's going to go up by half, or we can think of it as it goes over 2 and it goes up by 1 half, right? So you can kind of see that this is what it normally looks like, but we're stretching it down like this. It's half of what it used to be. This is a horizontal stretching by a factor of 4. So this is going to take everything horizontally and stretch it out. So notice that this is a negative 7. So basically everything here is going to become 4 times as much. So this is going to go to negative 24, 0. This is going to go to negative 12, 3. Now why is this? Because if you think about it, if I plug in negative 12 here, I'm going to multiply it by a 4th, right? So that gives me 3, negative 3. If I plug in negative 24 and divide it by 4, I get negative 6. So we're kind of, this becomes that through this transformation here. So this stays the same. The 0.3433 goes to 12, 3. And it's basically stretching it out, and it looks like only this one. Well, here we have the points, right? This one goes to negative 24. It's the only one that does that. Sketch-to-graph. Okay, so this is a cube root, which has this shape. So that's so far so good. Well, here's the cube root. This is a horizontal shift to the right by 5. So we're going to move this way and then down by 1. So this is right 5, down 1. And it looks like only one of them does that. This shifts, imagine it's right here, then you go over 5 and then down 1. And so this is like where it used to be the origin. So compare that to this one. I take this part right here, and I moved it over 5, and then I moved it down 1. I move this over 5, move it down 1, and I get this shape right here. I gotta choose it now. Liquids, correct. And we'll stop this one.